What is good, guys? M.V.K here, back again. How's everybody doing? And today, guys, I finally get to review a book that I've had in my possession for a while, but I've finished reading it a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to finally give my review on it. And that book is from DC Comics, and it is Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 1. This is basically the Batman the Animated Series continuing where pretty much it left off. This is the whole, all 8 issues of Season 1. I know Season 2 is about to come out on trade, and later in April or May. I'm definitely going to check that out. But I wanted to talk about this. As you can see, it's pretty thick. And you have all the greats, including the producers who gave us that great series, Alan Burnett and Paul Dini, playing a big role in this. And of course, we have Todd Templeton, excuse me, Templeton, doing the artwork in this. So, what is this all about? Like I said, it's a comic series continuing Batman the Animated Series, where it left off. And in this, Paul Dini and Burnett basically introduce characters that we have not seen in that universe. One character, Deathstroke. We get to see Deathstroke. He plays a role in this. But the overarching villain, believe it or not, is Jason Todd. Yes, we get to see the origin of Jason Todd in this story as the overarching villain. Throughout the episodes, as they clearly do it similar. And what was really cool is in the back of the books, as you can see, they played it off like episodes as you can see, like Mentor and things like that. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, we get the story of Jason Todd. So basically what it's implying in this is that there was a Jason Todd. Jason Todd was real. He did happen after. He did come after Dick left. And without spoiling too much, because I'm sure not everybody's read this, so if you haven't, I don't want to spoil it. But the main premise is there are some differences. For example, Jason had a brother in this. Jason's brother was a part of this gang called the Wolves, and his brother was the Red Hood. Get it? The Red Hood was a member of the Wolves, who was the lookout. He was the one that would keep watch and make sure that the cops weren't coming and everything like that. And unfortunately, he was up really high on a lookout and he died. He fell to his death. And Bruce, being sympathetic and knowing, because Tim has no other body, he took him in. And of course we get the story of how Jason would come on to be Robin. And Tim, as you can know, in the Batman, they basically, Tim Drake in the animated series was basically Jason Todd. He felt more like Jason Todd, which is something I did not like. I'm not a big fan of animated Tim Drake that much. I'm not. I don't like it. I didn't like it because I'm like, he just reminds me of Jason Todd. But we get to see characters like Harley, of course, Ivy. We get to see all the Bat villains, even Joker. They continue the fact that Harley did leave the Joker in this. She did leave the Joker, and Joker got a new sidekick or a new person called what was he called again? I'm forgetting his name, but he was this enhanced super soldier, and he was just really strong and things like that. But the overarching is, while everything is going on, Jason is in the back. He's in the shadows watching Batman, and he's kind of telling the story like, you're getting slow, old man, and things like that. You should have trained. He talks about Tim, watching Tim, and he's like, yeah, he's nothing like me, or you didn't train him well. And he even makes a deal with Deathstroke in this as well. Deathstroke comes off a lot different than the Slade that we all know and love. There's even an episode in here where Bruce and Lex Luthor meet up again, Batman versus Lex Luthor, and we find out that something has happened to Superman, and then we get to see that. But over the overarching of each episode, because that's what I'm gonna call it, each episode was really good. Like I said, it's Jason in the back, just watching and planning when to strike and things like that. I did like the confrontation between Tim and Jason. We get to see how Bruce and Jason had a falling out. It was really interesting because in this, Jason has very, I would say, light brown hair. His Robin costume was a lot different. He had red boots and everything like that, and people started to see that he was a little bit more ruthless. Like he would play with the villains a lot, like, or things like that. There was a lot of things that were different about him. And of course, yeah, they did do the famous crowbar. They do keep that, which you can't really you can't change that as much. The whole, death of Jason. And unfortunately, yeah, they do pull off the famous crowbar with Joker. But still, it was a good series. This was good. This was fun. You get to see, and while I'm reading this, I'm hearing Kevin Conroy. I'm hearing, Mark Hamill and all their voices, playing this. But overall, it was a good. The only thing I would say is there's no Dick Grayson in this. He's not in this. Barbara's in it. Dick Grayson's in it. Commissioner Gordon's somewhat, but not that many. Overarching, it was Jason, Tim, things like that. But what was really cool is Leslie Thompson is in this, and we get to see that she's a lot different than when she first appeared in the animated series. She was really close to Bruce, and then she started to feel more like the Leslie Thompson from the real comics, and how she feels about Bruce doing this stuff, and of course her feelings on having basically kid soldiers, things like that. So that was really cool. But I really enjoyed this. Maybe I enjoyed it more for the nostalgia of it, but I did enjoy this. I can't wait to read the trade for season 2. I'm waiting for the trade for season 2. My only complaint is I wasn't too much of a big fan of how they did Slade in this. I really wasn't. Because I do love Deathstroke. I wish they did a little bit more with it. But outside of that, this was great. I figured they would do Jason Todd, and I did like the story of how to incorporate this character into this universe, and they did a good job. But like I said, if I'm giving it a rating, I give it a 8 out of 10. Good for the nostalgia reason, but also good read. Paul Dini and all of them have not lost a step right in this character. I can't wait to read season 2. But I do like they kept a lot of things in check. Kept it in check. Like I said, Harley's no longer with the Joker. She doesn't like the Joker. Joker got a new partner. Things like that. It was pretty good. It was good to do. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys tell me in the comment section below. Have you read the trade or you have all this, the issue, all 8 issues of Batman, the animation, the Avengers Continue Season 1, and what was your favorite part? Did you like the way Paul Dini and them incorporated Jason Todd? And I hope to see you guys again, and I hope to see you're going to see more reviews from me in the past. Next up, I still have a lot to review. I do kind of put, I kind of start to put, what you'll see reviewed. You still got a lot from me. But outside of that, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.